It's truly kind of sad to me that everybody I meet, everybody I talk to, is too afraid to embrace the food that God handed us in Genesis 1. They're afraid. Everybody's afraid. They don't think it's going to be enough. They're too comfortable with the food of the fall. They just, they want to go with what they've had in the past, and they're afraid to walk the path that God handed us in Genesis 1:29, which is the herbal seed and the fruit seed. And I'm doing it and I'm experiencing healing. I'm experiencing miracles. And everyone's like, "Oh, good for you." And then they turn their backs and walk away, and they refuse to hang out with me. They refuse to talk with me. They refuse to be honest about any of it. They just hide. And they hide behind the hamburgers and the car trips out of town and all the technology and all the divisive, destructive functions that we've embraced in the fall. And it doesn't make any sense because the people I'm talking to are Christians. From my own dad, who's a pastor, to the church I go to at the Seventh Day Adventist Church, to the people that I talk to around town. They say, "Oh, that's great," and then they dismiss me and they walk away, and they're not interested in actually engaging with me and asking me questions, spending time with me, considering that I might actually be walking the path that God handed us in Genesis 1:29 and am experiencing healing and miracles of healing, and the complete disregard for the things that I'm sharing that are real experiences. And they'd rather take the text and the rockets to Mars and the fear of death and the divisive culture of warfare and the ownership of animals as slaves and the growing gardens instead of just consuming the freely from the tree fruit that God handed us. It really doesn't make any sense to me, and it makes me sad. So to all of you out there who consider the path, who are maybe walking on it, um, thank you for listening, and I hope to meet you sometime because the people around here are just they have no interest whatsoever. So, God bless.